In today's video, I'm going to go through some of my favorite jewelry pieces in my jewelry collection, and this was actually a request from someone that subscribes to my channel. So what I've done is I've gone through my jewelry collection and I've picked out some of my favorite pieces, things that either have sentimental value to me, they were given to me by a family member, they have some kind of interesting story behind them, or things that I just wear most often out of my jewelry collection. So the things I've chosen range from really inexpensive to some more expensive items. I have a very broad range of different styles of jewelry, things that range from yellow gold, white gold, and silver, and some other random like pieces that are handmade. So I'm just going to get started. I'll probably start with the yellow gold first. Now I know a lot of people that are my age and younger, or within the last, I want to say 20 years, I think yellow gold has sort of slightly gone out of style and more people are really into platinum and white gold. Now I'm a big fan of platinum and white gold and silver, but I am also still a really big fan of yellow gold because I think that with some colored stones like gemstones, it looks really pretty. So the first two things I'm going to show you are rings. I am a big fan of rings because I have a hard time remembering to put sometimes like earrings in when I'm running out of the house, but for me I can leave my rings on for days at a time without taking them off, and for me that's really convenient because then I don't forget to put my jewelry on when I'm leaving. The first thing I'm going to show you is yellow gold. It's an emerald and diamond ring that I got from my parents for my birthday one year. The next one that I'm going to show you, I'm not going to put it all the way on my finger. It's this ring here. This is the peridot, and it has little diamonds that go all the way around. This one's also yellow gold. The reason I've included this is because it's one of my favorite pieces of jewelry. Like I said, I love rings because I think they're really easy to wear. But this is the first piece of expensive jewelry that I bought for myself. I saved the money in order to buy this piece, and I found it, and I got a really good deal. Now something that's a little bit more sentimental to me, and it's just a really simple piece of jewelry. I'm a big fan of long chains, and this is a yellow gold long chain, and it has 3 charms on it. And I got this for my confirmation when I was in 8th grade, and my mom gave me this little, it has a charm. It's got a charm on it that's got little rubies, and then in the center is a different charm that was given to me by my grandma. We call her Nani. And it has 3 little pieces on it. There is a heart, a little cross, and then an anchor. And then the last charm was given to me by my other grandma, and it's the letter K for my first name. And this is really sentimental to me because each piece was given to me by a different family member. Something else I'm a real big fan of is pearls. And some people might think pearls are for old ladies, but I like to think pearls are really classic. And this is a piece of jewelry that I got at TJ Maxx. So this is kind of what the necklace looks like. I apologize if it's really hard to see. Hopefully the glare is not too bad on this and that I won't have to tape it again. But it's got really little pink tanzanite stones that alternate with little tiny circular freshwater pearls. And then at the bottom there's like a little dangly part that has 2 larger sort of teardropped or pear-shaped pearls. Alright, now I'm going to move on to some of my white gold pieces. I'm kind of working from fancier jewelry to more simple everyday jewelry. This is one of my favorite things. I saw this at Macy's a couple of years ago, and I was like, I have to have this ring. I'm a big fan of rings, like I said, and I kind of work in like color schemes. Like I have some emerald pieces, some ruby pieces, and the next one that I wanted to get was some aquamarine. And I saw this ring. So aquamarine is like a light blue stone. And it was really expensive, and I had to like figure out how I was going to get this ring because it was on a great sale, a great discount, and I always watch for those things. Since I used to work for that company, I know which sales are the good ones to follow. And so I made a bargain with my boyfriend in order to get the ring, and it ended up being my anniversary present for, I think, our 3rd year anniversary, my Christmas present, and also my birthday present. So the interesting thing about this piece of jewelry is that it's actually 3 individual rings. There is a large ring in the center and 2 smaller just bands that flank the outside of the large ring that can be worn together or separate. And the thing I love about this so much is, number one, I love the large stone and the blue. And I'm a big fan of large stones that are like encompassed by like little diamonds. So this ring has little diamonds that go all the way around the oval cut stone. And the center ring is white gold. And then the 2 rings that flank have little diamonds that go all the way around the band. and these are in rose gold. Now the rest of the jewelry I'm going to show you is pretty much mostly silver. So the first bracelet I'm going to show you is a really large turquoise cuff, and this was my mom's from the 70s, and she no longer wears it anymore, but she gave it to me so that I could use it. And I love this piece of jewelry. It's really pretty, it's really solid, it's not going to get damaged. The next piece of jewelry is just a simple handmade bracelet, and this is from a friend who lives in Colombia, and she brought this back with her when she went to visit her family in Colombia one Christmas. And one of the reasons it holds such sentimental value to me is my friend doesn't get to travel home to Colombia very often because it's very expensive and there's a lot of visa issues that you have to go through when you're traveling out of the country, and also being in graduate school working on her PhD, you don't get a lot of free time to sort of escape and go visit your family. And when it's so expensive to travel, you don't really go unless you can go for a longer period of time. So she went home a couple of years ago to visit her family, and she brought me back this bracelet, and it made me feel so special that she thought of me while she was away traveling in Colombia with her family. So that's one of the reasons I love this. The rest of the things that I'm going to go through right now pretty much are all from Brighton, and Brighton is one of my favorite places to shop for jewelry because they have so many different things in there. And honestly, like, if you have ever walked by and just thought that it's like an older woman's jewelry store, go in and actually take a look at the jewelry. Every time I wear my Brighton jewelry, people stop me and ask me where I got the pieces from. So definitely take a look in if you see one while you're walking by. So this is a piece that I just recently bought a couple of days ago, actually, around Mother's Day time, because they had a sale going on. And like I said, I'm a really big fan of long necklaces. So this is a really long necklace that has little flowers and then beads interspersed. And it was a little bit more expensive for Brighton's jewelry. It was, I want to say $62 or something like that. But I got it on sale with some other things. So Brighton doesn't usually have sales very often, which is one thing you should note. So they had a sale going on where if you purchased a necklace and a bracelet, you got a pair of earrings for free, any pair of earrings in the store. The second pair, that's one of my favorites. I just actually bought these around Mother's Day. This is my free pair of earrings. This is a larger pair of hoops, but these ones hang. They don't actually like attach to your ear through the hoop. These ones have a little clasp here, and they have little designs down the side and these little flowers, and they actually match that necklace that I just showed you a second ago. One of my favorite things from Brighton again is charm bracelets. So this is my charm bracelet. I've been collecting charms for this for the last couple of years. My mom started me on this, and it's one of my favorite pieces of jewelry. Oh, and I forgot like the most important of the stories. I've taped this video twice now. I seem to keep forgetting things. The most sentimental thing that I have to show you is this necklace. And I'll tell you the story after I show you the necklace. Like I said, pearls are one of my favorite things. I think they're really timeless and classic. I think everyone should have a set of pearls. This one's a really traditional set that starts from really small at the top of the necklace where it clasps, and it gradually gets bigger as it gets towards the bottom of the necklace. This is a relatively short strand, probably comes to where the necklace I'm wearing right now is. It's one of my favorite things to wear if I'm wearing a really fancy black dress. So now onto the story. So I saved the card when I got this gift, and I got this when I turned 21, which is apparently in May of 2004, because my aunt wrote a card and that's the year she dated it. So I'll read the card to you, and then I'll maybe have to briefly go over the story again just so you can understand. So she says, "Dear Caitlin, these pearls were given to your great-grandmother, Gertrude Augusta, by her son, my grandfather, Ralph. And he bought them for her while he was stationed on the Japanese island of Okinawa during the Korean War. And he was a chaplain in the Air Force. My grandma gave the pearls to my mom when she died. They were left to my mom in her will. And my mom loaned the pearls to my aunt so that she could use them, and they agreed that they would give me the pearls back to me when I turned 21. So then they were given to me on my 21st birthday. So she says that they are very fine quality, a beautiful color, and very lustrous. And she hopes that I will enjoy them as much as I have." So I think that's a really cool random family story, that those have sort of passed from person to person in my family. But that's like the coolest story of all the jewelry pieces that I at least could find in my box easily. were to tell you. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.